Yeah. Hi, welcome. We'd like you to share with us more about All Saints Home and what you do in your capacity at All Saints Home.
Sure. First of all, thank you, Janice, for extending this opportunity to All Saints Home to share about our work in the community care scene. All Saints Home provides comprehensive and professional elder care services to the chronically ill and elderly, many of whom come from destitute or low-income backgrounds. And as a social service agency and an institution of a public character, All Saints Home is a member of the National Council of Social Service in Singapore, reinforcing our commitment to the welfare of the community. Under the visionary leadership of our founder, the late Reverend Li Huai, several churches, including Bethel Presbyterian Church, All Saints Memorial Chapel, Telok Ayer Chinese Methodist Church, St. Andrew's Cathedral, and the Presbyterian Synod united in a common purpose to establish All Saints Home, with a collective vision was to offer quality nursing care to the elderly individuals from all walks of life. And our humble beginnings in 1986 saw a 30-bed facility located at 5 Hobart Road, and today All Saints Home has grown significantly, providing a total of 734 beds distributed across 4 locations: Hougang with 155 beds, Tampines with 202 beds, Yishun with 183 beds, and Jurong East with 194 beds. All Saints Home also provides senior care center services through its All Saints Silver Lifestyle Clubs, SLC in short, which includes daycare, rehabilitation, dementia care, and nursing procedures to the wider community. Our SLC serve more than 500 clients across 3 centers at Tampines, Eastern Central, and Yishun Ferngrove.
What does care leadership mean to you?
Okay, I think care leadership to me is about having a compassionate, authentic, and proactive approach in leading and managing care delivery and engagement of staff and all stakeholders, bringing about transformative changes to value add to the health and social sectors. Care leadership also involves blazing the trail with best practices and establish bridges in collaborative opportunities with other organizations. So in the context of care delivery for the elderly, it involves not only overseeing the logistical and administrative aspects, but also prioritizing the emotional, psychological, social, and holistic well-being of both the elderly and their caregiver themselves. And as for our staff and volunteers, it is important to provide a respectful and nurturing serving environment and a culture with clear vision and mission. And all this very much aligns to our core values of care, right? With the acronym C stands for compassion, A, assurance, R for respect, and E for excellence. And in essence, it's really about nurturing an environment that provides the well-being, the dignity, and the quality of life of our service users. And we believe that these core values are what makes us unique as we work together to bring about long-term success in the sector. And personally, I resonate with the One Healthcare Leadership Framework by MOHH, which mentions about 3 important leadership shifts to steer us to a successful transformation. Yeah, so for the first one, it states shifting from expert as leaders to expert leader, going beyond developing leaders to developing collective leadership, and moving from leading institutions to leading in ecosystem. And this is very much what drives me in practicing my leadership in the organization as well.
Surely you may have many stories of the seniors you've come across under your care. Can you share with us 1 or 2 stories about how a senior's life has improved since being under the support of All Saints Home?
Okay, sure. We definitely have many stories to share, and perhaps today I'll share 2 stories with the audience. So the first one actually would be the story of our resident at All Saints Home Tampines. And since November 2022, after a motorcycle accident, she left him with a severe brain injury and bedbound. While he's not a senior, his story is still a strong message of hope, because before the accident, he was an active individual and he used to enjoy sports such as soccer, fishing and skateboarding. And he comes from a close-knit family, and his parents especially were devastated. They wanted the best care for him and eventually opted for All Saints Home after learning our quality rehabilitative services. So since admission, our healthcare staff and medical social worker ensure that he receives optimal care while providing regular updates of his conditions to his parents. And thankfully, after each visit, they were able to witness considerable improvements. His wounds, for example, have healed well, and the muscle spasm in his leg have also reduced significantly. And through their frequent visits, right, especially the mother, she comes by on a daily basis, they got acquainted by the next of kin of another resident in the ward whose condition is similar. And from this other resident, he went from being bedbound and unable to speak when first admitted since about 8 years ago, to being able to sit up and feed himself. And I even witnessed him playing drums in one of the performances during Chinese New Year this year. So very encouraged by this testimony and assured by professional care rendered by us. So parents are now confident also about the son's situation. His mother even shared with me that he even treats this other resident like his second son and draws encouragement and comfort from his progressive recovery, and also witness how his caregivers patient and perseverance. Yeah. So that is one story from the nursing home. Another story that I could share is from our Aussian Silver Lifestyle Club at Yishun Fern Grove. And this is a story of a madam who is about 85 years old. And in her golden years, she picked up new skills such as calligraphy, craft making and dancing. So she done line dancing and calligraphy at various organizations, participated in programs at a local community center. But unfortunately, a fall in March 2022 prevented her from these pursuits. And not long after, in July 2022, then her family chose to settle her at our Silver Lifestyle Club at Yishun Fern Grove, where she could be cared by our professional staff. It didn't take long for her then to find new ways to enrich her life at our center. For example, in less than 3 days, she learned the paper box folding, and now she can make perfectly folded boxes, which she uses to organize her small personal items. Yeah. And meanwhile, she also participates in the painting sessions held at the center and really share tips with other residents, which might be newer in her in terms of art. So Madam is really a prime example of how age is no limit to upskilling. Yeah.
Oh, that's two very beautiful stories and very inspiring for those of us who are in the care sector, and even those who are looking to enter the care sector. If you're curious about why people are so committed to wanting to improve lives, and it's a very meaningful career for all. Let's also bring the conversation now to the topic of technology. At All Saints Home, what are some of the technology implementations that you've utilized to help improve quality of life for older people and also provide better care for them?
I think in this day and age, technological advances is no longer a futuristic concept, but present reality. And against this backdrop, All Saints Home continues to synergize technology with our commitment in providing quality care for our service users. So I think some of the examples, one I could cite is the recent implementation of a new clinical information system together with the integration of the vital signs. Yeah, and we realized that the nurses were spending a great deal of time manually documenting the patient vital signs and then re-entering this information into the system. But with this integration with our new clinical information system, it has greatly helped our nurses save an estimated total of 2 hours a day for each site, which was previously spent on doing things in a very manual process. And now with this saved time, it allows our care staff to spend more time in value-adding nursing tasks for better patient care. And now the data also seamlessly transfer to our system. And this implementation actually opened up doors for improved collaboration and communication across our clinical professionals, such as doctors, rehab, medical social workers, and nurses, as they exchange information on the same platform. So that's one example. Other examples of technological innovations and solutions that we have embarked on, some of them are fun and sensorial experiences. So some of the examples include neurofeed cognitive simulation and training. So this is a training tablet game where the EEG sees band uses to detect electrical activities during the cognitive training. And it consists of games to train the memory, spatial attention, and decision making. B-Cycle is also another example where we provide real life scenes in high definition for our elderly to view and reminisce during the cycling exercise. We also have interactive sensory wall, virtual reality game, Doki Doki, that are other fun equipment to help us to facilitate rehabilitative training through these games. In terms of robotic solutions, there are also some examples we have adopted. One is the H-Man upper limb robotic equipment. So this H-Man is used for our rehabilitation of our patients suffering from functional impairments in upper arm. So with that, during the process of assessment in the post-training, our therapists and residents can also view their recovery progress report from the H-Man. And training can be done with minimal supervision of the therapist or the assistant, therefore also effectively reducing the rehab team workload. And the latest probably I could share is currently we're also exploring a multi-competency therapeutic humanoid. So that's collaboration with Goshen and Jack's lab. And this is an area where we hope to increase frequency for our therapeutic activity engagement, such as conducting group exercises, social cognitive games such as bingo or sing-along sessions, promoting connection with residents, especially with dementia. So I think these are some of the examples that of the technological implementation that we have embarked on. But of course, human touch is something that we cannot be replicated, cannot be replaced. So we are also very careful not to chase after trending technological solutions blindly, but also to only implement those that truly augment our resources. And I believe that innovation comes by not only limited by the track of technology.
Yeah, excellent. Well, I think these are really good examples of how the use of technology has impacted lives of older people under your care, and also how the staff probably enjoy very much the implementation of some of these new technologies. I think some of these solutions are only found in the care sector, and truly the care sector is being more advanced every day in how we incorporate these technologies. In particular, we're very interested about quality of life. What do you think are some possibilities to use technology to measure quality of life? Have you had any experiences with that? How do we know if the technology has really, in a evidence-based approach, improved the lives of older people? What's your opinion of this?
Yeah, I think definitely using technology, data analytics, this can be frequently used to track and monitor quality of life. Some of the examples in terms of application that we've used in-house would be to produce informed care improvements. So through the data analytics from this equipment, our clinical team could gain insights into the resident health trends, enabling them to address recurring issues or even track their treatment effectiveness and redefining some of the care plans. So this data-driven approach actually contributes to ongoing enhancement in our care delivery. It also aids in designing personalized care plans. So this very much drives towards a person-centric approach. By utilizing this data, we could customize and tailor make some of this care plan, addressing some of their unique individuals. So this very much ensures that every resident's well-being, their preferences especially, are also in the forefront of their care experience, hence contributing to their overall quality of life. I think thirdly, another area I would consider is the resource allocation part, where through technology and data analytics, it aids in our efficient resource allocation by identifying some of their special needs. And we could also have a deeper understanding of our resource distribution. We could then ensure that every resident receives the appropriate level of attention. So other examples of application in this area is that we also use it to analyze our donors. So we use it in our donors management as well. And also we have conducted like costing analysis to better understand our costing structure and how we allocate our resources across the various services.
Yeah, I think that's great. It's always important to be able to measure. And also just leading on to the discussion on quality of life, where do you see the link between quality of life and quality of care? Where are the synergies?
Yeah, I think the link between quality of life and quality of care is integral and symbiotic. They are closely interconnected concepts that significantly impact the overall well-being of individuals, and particularly in healthcare settings such as nursing homes. So I believe that high quality care, including the timely medical interventions, personalized attention, accurate medical administration, and skilled nursing and rehabilitative services contribute directly to the residents' improved health outcomes. And when residents receive the care that they need in a timely and effective manner, their physical, emotional, mental well-being are positively impacted. And this in turn enhances their overall quality of life. So both the quality of life and quality of care are interconnected in a way that it underscores the importance of holistic, person-centered care. And in All Saints Home, we illuminate this through our superior model of care to deliver joy, dignity, and quality of life. Yeah.
And globally, the elder care sector is facing a big challenge in terms of manpower crunch and trying to attract the best talent to the sector. From your observations, what are some recent insights you're seeing from the candidates that are applying to All Saints Home?
Yeah, I think definitely manpower is definitely a challenge, even in every sector, right? As I speak to my friends, and I think from the recent recruitment observation trends, I do see different walks of life coming in, and there's also a heightened trend of more professionals coming into the sector, which is very encouraging. In terms of the corporate side, where often or not they might tend to choose their typical corporate career tracks, are now also considering coming into the health and social sector. And this is something that I personally also very encouraged by, because and not only that, with the professional group, we also do notice a trend where the younger generations are getting the awareness on the needs and the purpose that they could achieve when they are serving in this sector. Yeah, so I like to say that, I advocate that it's never too young to enter the elder care scene. So I'm very heartened to see that the next generations are also coming by at the early stages to understand the sector better, and they are willing to contribute to serve.
How do you think we can motivate and develop talent in this sector? What are some ideas and approaches you think we could use to do that?
Yeah, I think that at All Saints Home, our motivation and development of talent comes in three-dimensional experiences. I'll say firstly from the organizational experience. So we help our staff to actually build purpose and meaningful work, connecting their roles to positive impact that they have on our service users' life. So emphasizing the importance of their work in providing the quality care, enhancing their well-being. So that's one way. And I think through the organizational experience also entail productivity and innovation, the leadership development program, and culture shaping, and taking care of our staff welfare in a very intentional way. The second dimension is probably the work experience that our employees go through. So we would have to, address and provide clarity in their roles and responsibility, adopt the skills framework to reinforce their development of critical functional and core skills, provide a fair performance feedback system and coaching opportunities, also building up this growth and learning culture, right? For them to have this continuous developing mindset. And also one area possibly you agree with me is the recognition and appreciation that should also be in place to regularly acknowledge and appreciate and recognize their efforts and contribution. The third experience I would say is the relational part, where our staff will be able to build a strong sense of belonging, inclusivity, teamwork, and cultural appreciation. So having this psychological safety net and a fair conflict resolution kind of culture, cultivating healthy workplace relationship are also some of the important ingredients to motivate and develop our talents in the ecosystem. We also have several programs to develop our staff, and we ensure that we provide a safe learning environment for them as well.
That's fantastic. I think thank you so much for those insights. For our very last question, I'd like you to share with our audience one fun fact that few people know about you.
Okay, I think one fun fact about me is that I am actually an adrenaline junkie. So I have been to bungee jumping and skydiving before. So if you like to go for such experience, like roller coaster, so you can ask me along. Because I think those are some of the ways, especially through skydiving and bungee jumping, it's a different perspective to see the nature. So that experience is something that I also enjoy.
Wow, that's really awesome. So those of you out there, if you like adrenaline too, you know who to look for. Well, thank you very much. Thank you everyone for tuning in today. Thank you.
CarePage Business is the only feedback platform designed for the health and aging sectors. With CarePage Business, you can uncover powerful customer experience insights, monitor resident or client feedback and complaints in a single, easy-to-use platform, and get the insights you need to drive continuous improvement in services and facilities. The CarePage Business feedback solution is designed to be accessible for your residents and clients. With large fonts and high contrast colours, surveys and feedback forms are designed for older audiences and individuals with cognitive or other impairments such as low vision. You can also offer surveys in a range of languages. CarePage business dashboards and analytics have been designed with the sector in mind, giving you clear oversight over one or multiple services. All feedback flows in real time into a cloud-based system where executives and managers can look at top-level reporting and delve into deeper analytics to look at feedback and complaints themes and identify areas for celebration or improvement. Free up your team's time managing and monitoring feedback so you can focus on delivering high-quality care and services. Get the complete feedback, complaints, and continuous improvement solution designed for the health and aging sectors.